I'm Kristi Reich. Welcome to the series Fresh and Raw. Today we're gonna make healthy smoothie bowls. They're very popular right now on Instagram. Every time I scroll through my little feed, I see at least 5 different amazing photos of a bowl full of a smoothie and a whole bunch of little edible artwork on top. So today we're gonna do that. It's so easy. Typically when people start eating healthy, they definitely think of smoothies first thing. So I have a nice array of fresh fruit here. You can use any fruit that you enjoy eating, your favorites, and then you can also add any beneficial fruits for the eating for your blood type guide, which is what I'm following. So I'm sure you've all made a smoothie before. That's not rocket science here. It's literally just adding fresh fruit, superfood powders, liquids, seeds, nuts, butters to a blender, blending it up. And then today it's going to be unique because we're going to pour the smoothie into the bowl and eat it with a spoon, something I've never done. But now that I have all the stuff out to make it, it looks like it'd be a fun thing to make at a breakfast party, after a workout, or make for your kids. It's kind of like making tacos. You have all your little bits of everything set out and you get to assemble it all yourself based on what you like. So I've got some examples here of things you can put in your smoothie if you're looking for additional health benefits. I've got Asian pear, one of my favorite apple pear type combos. Put a little scoop of that in there. And I've got some fresh, beautiful papaya here. Now, last time I opened a papaya, I thought these seeds really look like, you know, raw caviar. But tasting them's another story. They are eatable. They're fantastic for digestion, but you can only have little bits of it at a time actually because they're very bitter. So the inside of a papaya is great smoothie filler because it's nice and creamy. Does kind of have a dusty flavor, so if you weren't a papaya fan on its own, mix into smoothies might be a good way for you to get it into your diet without eating it just alone. So I've got a nice mix going here. I don't think I'm really missing anything besides a banana. So I've got everything in my blender, poured some water in there as my liquid. Just gonna blend it all up and see what kind of a consistency we end up with. All right, it's so fast to make this dish. If you want to go a different route and make kind of like a chocolate banana flavor, you could add a nice big heaping scoop of raw cacao, tons of antioxidant benefits. I always tell people eating chocolate for breakfast is a great idea if it's raw chocolate because you're getting lots of health benefits and it's good to get your sugars in first thing in the morning, get those antioxidants going. You could add a nice heaping scoop of any nut butter. I like the sprouted raw almond butter. You could add some tahini, pretty much any kind of superfood, pill you have to take, supplement, your protein powder, it can all go into this smoothie. So I'm gonna make a portion for me. Ooh, yeah, that looks gorgeous. And then I got a little creative here and hollowed out this watermelon bowl. And this is a fun way to serve your smoothie bowls in the summer. If you want to have a little smoothie bowl party, you could hollow out some watermelons and use the insides as your smoothie mixture. So we'll give this a little taste, make sure the flavor is on point. I'm sure it is. Oh yeah, it's delicious. So now the fun part comes in, and that's when we get to decorate our smoothie bowl with different stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of start plopping some nice organic raspberries on top of here. I got some beautiful organic blueberries. Now I'm using fresh berries for on top of the smoothie bowl. In the actual smoothie I used frozen, but it is all organic. So I've got my nice goji berries. I put some delicious cranberries on there. I have this nice raw coconut that I'm sprinkling on top. Looks like winter snow. Oh, I'm having so much fun. Oh, I got these beautiful little mandarin orange pieces that I can set along the inside here. So the sky's the limit here, guys. You can buy any little tidbit of ingredient to add onto your smoothie bowl, make it look beautiful, get your little Instagram photo from the top and post it online, see how many likes you get each one, see what the most popular ones are. I'm adding a little bit of the raw chocolate cacao nibs into my smoothing bowl because I love eating chocolate for breakfast. And last but not least, I've got some beautiful chia seeds. Again, I'm just going to sprinkle those on top. And there's what the smoothie bowl looks like. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. Try my little reusable straw here. Delicious. I like dishes that you can eat with a spoon and a straw. Let's try it with some of these berries and see how the texture is. Oh yeah. I could get used to incorporating this into my morning, that's for sure. The best part about this as well is you're going to have a lot of little nice ingredients in your cupboard to incorporate into all of your salads and sauces, your yogurts and your other breakfasts you're going to make. Having fresh and dried fruit on hand is going to add that much more of a variety in your diet. And we all know eating more fruits and vegetables is what we're looking to do when it comes to getting healthier. For the next recipe, we're going to make a delicious and very simple cashew chia seed pudding. Now this recipe does require sitting in the fridge overnight so that the nut oils do re-harden into kind of more of a butter substance. But what I do have here is about a cup of soaked cashews. They're all organic. The reason I've soaked them is it's going to create a more creamy texture of the nuts and allow it to puree a little bit more, so we're getting a nice smooth cashew cream when we blend it in the blender here. So this is so easy, you guys. It's really going to take you 5 minutes at home. I'm going to add a little dribble of maple syrup. If you're staying off sugars completely, don't add any at all. You don't need it. It's just still as delicious on its own. I've got some delicious true cinnamon here, as opposed to the fake cinnamon. Sometimes when you buy spices or foods, if they're not fully certified organic and raw, people sometimes say, oh, are they really raw cashews or is it true cinnamon? You'll know what they're talking about. So I sprinkled a little bit of that in there. And the last ingredient, water. Isn't this easy? So depending how thick you want your mixture, I like mine a little bit thin. That way the chia seeds really soak up some of that water and kind of have that jello type consistency. And I'm just going to fill it about 1.5 times how many nuts are in there. So if you use a cup of nuts, do 1.5 cups of your water mixture. If you add a little too much water, throw a couple more nuts in there. If it's really thick, obviously more water. So we'll give this a little blend, and we want it to puree into kind of a syrupy substance. All right, that's going to be fantastic. So you can see it is a liquidy mixture. We're not making a cashew cheese here. We are making more of a cashew milk. And the way this dish is going to work is in your jar, your bowl, or your little Tupperware containers, you're going to just sprinkle the bottom with some chia seed. Chia seed's so good for you. Sometimes it can be a little weird to eat on its own because it is so small you don't really get to notice. When you eat it in this form and you add the nice cashew milk mixture to it, overnight the chia seeds are going to soak up all that cashew liquid, get nice creamy and gelatinous. You're going to have kind of a thick chia seed cashew pudding on your hands. And you can maybe compare it to rice pudding. It's going to be fantastic. So mix your chia seed in. Might not look like much now, but pop this in the fridge overnight and you're going to have a beautiful little smoothie chia cashew bowl on your hands. Yummy! Okay, for the last breakfast item, this is going to be your easiest one. And this is something I've been eating every single morning. Sprinkle your tiny little serving of oats into a bowl. You're going to laugh when you see how easy this one is. Again, you've got your maple syrup or your pure brown sugar. If you're staying away from sugars, don't bother using any. I'm going to do a tiny little drizzle like it was a mini pancake. Then I'm going to add my fresh berries right on top there. So there they are. And last but not least, I'm doing this at night. That's why it's called soaked oats. I'm going to eat it in the morning. I'm just going to add a nice little drizzle of water to it to coat the oats. Don't worry if you put too much or too little, it's still gonna taste delicious. So that's what it looks like. You can still kind of see there's a bit of water floating around in there. Overnight, the oats are gonna soak that all up. It's gonna become a delicious raw breakfast. Here you can see I've got the goji berry and some chia seed, and we'll try a little bite of it. It's just fantastic. Just how I planned. Anyways, these beautiful foods can be yours. Just go to your local health food store. At this time, I'd like to thank Nature's Fair. Once again, they provided all of this. And get home, get your little 30 containers together, make those breakfasts, and you won't regret it. You're gonna have a nice start to your day every morning. Bye-bye.